Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Have we got a microphone that's working? Yeah, now we have. Okay, now we've got a very odd situation here because I've installed a different driver for my graphics card, which means that my background noise reduction isn't working. So you might hear treadmill all over this run. Should I? Right, we've got an option. Here's the option. Let me just put chat on. Hang on. And I've got to go and sort Facebook out anyway, haven't I? The option is that I stop this stream, reinstall the old graphics driver, so I've got so you don't hear the treadmill when I'm running on it, and also sort Facebook out. Or I just sort Facebook out and leave it as it is, and you can just listen to treadmill noise. It might not be that bad, actually. I think I've got to go in and get a coffee, and then we'll start running. So I'll go and get my coffee, and I'll sort Facebook out, then we'll start running. So talk amongst yourselves for a little while. I'm sorry, it's just, I know, a bit of a faff this afternoon, but there we are. So just bear with me while I go and do that, and then we'll get running with Eddie very shortly. But you can see Eddie's stream. I tell you what we'll do, actually, here. Look, we'll do this.
Let's go with Python and the Goon Show, radio show from Britain.
Right, there's Eddie's stream. I'm going to go and get my coffee, and I'll sort Facebook out, and I'll come back. Bear with me for like 3 minutes.
16. Planned to go to Cambridge Footlights, which had led to half of Python, and then I wasn't working hard enough, so I thought, no, don't need to go there, just need to go to the Edinburgh Festival. So I did 12 Edinburgh festivals over 13 years, I just mentioned. 3 doing sketch shows, about 4 doing street, 4 or 5 doing street, about another 4 or 5 doing stand-up. So I changed 3 mediums of comedy, but it was in London. That's how I got into it. The London comedy clubs was the way in, and so I did that, and they have open slots there, they have open nights. It's quite, a lot of people want to get into stand-up comedy because it's seen now as a career, into nighttime television and touring the world, and so it's very competitive. You have to be very determined. Determination is more important than raw talent. And yeah, so, but London, I'm not sure how the system is, but it used to be in Time Out they had the listings of all the comedy clubs, and you could go along or phone them up and ask for an open spot, and it's very difficult to get through to anyone. That was back in 88, 89, 90. So the system must have changed by now, so I can't quite advise you, but I do know, go to London or a main city. You've got to find the comedy club, and you've got to get in with them and be able to get bookings. Particularly London, I think, because there's so many clubs. There were so many, I think there still are so many clubs, even though they're all closed at the moment. So that is the way in. But when I felt my stand-up comedy was taking off, I decided to add the drama on, which I'd initially planned to do. So I did that, and got a separate agent, Mickey and Gelder, and started driving dramatic roles and comedy roles at the same time. Yeah, there's a long answer, but it's determination and knocking on doors, ringing phones, and probably in London if you're in the UK. Okay.
Great. Next question. So this is from Ali Sparkle, who says, what do you do when you feel you've hit a wall? Not just in running, but in any area of life. And they say, with everything going on, my mental health has taken a hit, and I need tips.
It's tricky to know how to advise you if you're in lockdown. My lucky thing is I already had things developed, up and running, and so I could do charity gigs outdoors when that happened. It was allowed in the summer. I could do things online. people knew me enough to that could work, even though I wasn't earning money off that. They were all charity things. But I think you've got to, if you're in COVID, like everyone else is, the only way I can think of being positive is to actually try and plan what you want to do. If it's different, if your job is a salaried job, and then that's hopefully going to be there when you come out, and you're going to be happy to go back into that, then you could well be working from home at the moment. But if you're not, then you need to plan what you're going to do. What the different thing is what you're going to do. You've got to.
Okay, I'm back. So let's get this show on the road. So Facebook should be on now.
I find it difficult to find that. My dad said in his 80s he still didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. That was his thing, and I knew when I was 7, so I was lucky.
So let's get Facebook going. Chat, I mean.
But I think
there we are. Okay, Facebook is on.
Find something that you want to do. Make a plan.
Now let's log in.
What you want to do once COVID goes away. That's what I think.
And run with Eddie. I haven't got my heart rate monitor on.
So this question
How annoying is that?
This is from JL Wing.
Oh, let's just do it from here.
Bonjour et bravo pour tous tes efforts. Est-ce que tu
Right, heart rate.
tous tes marathons en solo?
Broadcast heart rate. Search.
Qu'est-ce que
There we
tu
go.
as couru tous tes marathons en solo?
Okay.
I'm probably murdering this, but I think.
So now we search for Eddie Izzard.
Yes, if you run. Do you run all your
I don't know why do I have all these cyclists listed first before I get to the runners down here? Why is that? Right, Eddie's on 30.5 kilometers, so we are going to run at least 11.5k with Eddie.
Toute seule. Ça se passe parce que because.
Right, so come on, Lotopia, let's get going. And there we are. So we are on the move. Eddie's wearing the Greek flag today, because Eddie is running around Athens virtually. I'll get the companion app up and running. Oh, it's absolutely freezing here, Kim. Oh, you want the music up? Yeah, good idea. Hold on then. Hello everyone, let's get this last 10k done. Okay, 11.5k if we're being absolutely precise. I hope everything's gone okay so far today. Right, I've put the music up for you. And right, I'm going to run a little bit in the hat and gloves because it's so cold. I've really got to get some heating sorted out in here. Right, Eddie has some leg challenges apparently. Okay. Yeah, he was suffering a bit with his leg yesterday, although he didn't really admit it. I think he does have an issue with his left leg, her left leg, but hopefully it will ease up. Won't be too bad. I'm broadcasting from my left wrist, but I'm not really bothered about heart rate for this run. It's just a bit of fun, this run, isn't it? So we're not worried too much. It can do what it likes, really. I don't know why I'm even worrying about having it on there, to be honest. Oh, that's interesting. Watch on the underside. That is interesting. Okay. Maybe I'll try that. The other thing is putting it on the other wrist, of course. Actually, I'll put it on the other wrist because that might be a bit better. Tell me what the sound's like, by the way. Are you hearing the treadmill noise? You might also be able to hear Eddie's stream. If you can hear Eddie's stream and you want me to turn that down, then I will. I'm apologising in advance if you can hear too much treadmill noise, because that can be irritating. Tina says no treadmill sound at all. Well, that's good. Andrew Usher says it's cold today. You telling me it's cold? Absolutely freezing. I'm not paying attention to Eddie. I'm 4 seconds ahead already. Eddie's on 31k now, so 11 kilometres to go. And the thing is, once I start to get warm, the camera will fog up and the room will fog up. So I'll have to open the door so it'll just get cold again. I've got myself a coffee, and hopefully we'll be able to get through this. Noah Raknes. Do you know if it's possible to change the heart rate zones in Zwift? No. Well, yes, but no. So you can't change the individual zones. What you can do is change your max heart rate. Zwift automatically sets your heart rate zones based off your max heart rate. So you can change your zones by changing your max heart rate. So go into settings. So do you want me to show you where that is? Hang on. So Noah, this is for you. Go to the menu. So click on menu. And then up here, see where your name is? Where your name is at the top, there's a little pen icon. See that pen? Click on the pen. And then you'll come into this section here. And you can click into here. And that sets your max heart rate. So my max heart rate is set at 185. So you set it to whatever you believe your max heart rate to be. And that's it. That's all you have to do, and Zwift will automatically set your heart rate zones from there. I think I'm going to have to take my gloves off because I'm going to be doing far too much typing and texting and all sorts of stuff, so I may as well take my gloves off. So Eddie's having a bit of a walk, I think. Can't see his stream at the moment. Oh yes, I can. I should have Eddie's stream on a big section of the TV, shouldn't I? Eddie's wing person. Who is Eddie? Who is that? Is that you, Clive? No. Is it Clive? Who's put themselves? Oh, it's Adam, isn't it? Adam's put himself as Clive's wingman. Wing person. Oh, yeah. Oh, now I'm going to go the wrong way. Oh, that's annoying. Right, I'm taking camera angles off because I'm not going to have time to play with this today. It's ridiculous. Messing around. Now I've gone the wrong way, so I have to turn around. Go to the pier. I have to run as far as the pier. Ryan says, can we have Eddie to be our newest pace partner? She has a much better personality. Are you having a go at Cara Cadence? My new girlfriend. Are you having a go? Leave Cara Cadence alone, you. Mind you, Dax Diesel, yeah. Get rid of Dax Diesel. Okay. So we're going left, going right. And we'll catch the gang up. Kim, I agree with you. They should add snow. That would be good. Mind you, we do have snow. Bent. Yeah, yeah. Classic Stephen move to go the wrong way. I know. They do have snow on the mountains, of course. Kim, yeah. If you run up to the top of the Epic Com, you'll find snow up there. Thierry Macklin is there, Paul Deering is there, Andrew Cutmore is there, Leslie Ellen is there, Chris, Sussex Geezer is there, and I'll be there shortly once I've caught up. Jeff Partridge is running as well. Yes, definitely never choose run with Stephen. That's a bad idea. Although, well, no, the thing is, you can choose run with Stephen. Just don't follow where I go, that's all. Right, we're walking for a bit. Or we're the avatars are running, but we're walking and have a bit of coffee. It's always a fun hour and a half, this. I'll bet you when we get to the end of January, we really miss this. So Eddie's on 31.8. So nearly 10k to go. Yes, Koffler, you can change names. We shouldn't let Eddie know, though. Don't let Eddie know that we're going to do this. Don't let Eddie know about our secret name change plan. Louis says, I'm watching you as I warm up for my TT. What time trial are you doing, Louis? On the last day, we are all going to change our names in Zwift to Eddie Izzard. Didn't spell that very well, but the plan is on the last day we're going to run the whole marathon and we're all going to change our names to E. Izzard. We want to get as many people as possible running the final marathon. Wensley. Wensley. That would be hilarious, but probably not a good idea. A neck, yes, exactly, yes. Can you imagine some of the rude ones? It doesn't birth... Right, 32k. Only 2 park runs left for Eddie now. Two, as in TWO. Angela, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Louis is doing Tempus Fugit, 17.6 kilometers time trial today. Good luck with that. Should be awesome. I missed it. I missed that, Adam. So you'll notice today in a lot of my screens I have Eddie's live stream in the bottom right corner. Hello Andrew Cutmore, hello. So oh, have we got a stop going on? Are we slowing down? So if you want to have a look at what's going on Eddie's stream as well, I've got that in the corner there. For not all of them, but for some of them. Yeah, it looks like Eddie's slowing down and stopping. Tina Beard says, look at my ridiculous heart rate. Okay, while we're stopped, I'll take my watch off and I'll put it on my other wrist and see if that helps. Yeah, I know, it is stupid. See if that makes a difference. Yeah, so when Eddie is in a break, they sometimes do these little adverts. So you can see that going on Eddie's stream at the moment. Jeff Partridge says try it on the underside. Yeah, Clive said that as well. Shall I? All right then, let me try it on I'll put it on my left wrist, but on the underside of my left wrist, upside down. Okay, let's do that. Hello? You all right? That's all right, I've got that. It's fine. Absolutely freezing, isn't it? Right, yeah, Victoria's freezing cold as well. I put these on because it was cold when I came in, but I can't do that because I can't type or anything. So if I could have a couple, yeah, I know, but I still need to press the buttons. Can I have 2 mince pies and that'll be fine, and then that'll be me. We've only got 10k, and what? How many minutes to do? I've got an hour of running. An hour and 10 minutes, maybe. Glazer2343 says, will Zwift incorporate training peaks, run workouts sometime, like on the bike? I would imagine so. What will happen eventually is that you will have an inbuilt workout creator, and from that workout creator, you'll be able to import workouts you have made elsewhere. Chris has joined the Mince Pie Running Club. MPRC. We should start a Mince Pie Running Club, MPRC. That'd be awesome. We should do that. Jeff Partridge, got my woolly hat on in the garage. Yeah. Right, so my heart rate, according to the underside of my wrist. Look, I've got my... See? Oh, you can't see it because we're on there. I've got my watch upside down on my left wrist. And we're currently reading 75, 76 BPM, which sounds about right. We've done 2K and about 9K to go for Eddie now. So Eddie usually takes a break on the hour. What running club are you in? Emily Balshaw's done 12k, so she's on for the half marathon, as is Clive Finnemore on for the half marathon, 11.3k. Leslie Ellen, 4.7k. Thierry Macklin's done 6k. Adam is on for the half marathon, as is Chris Sussex Geezer, both, and Andrew Cutmore. So quite a few people are doing the half with Eddie today. Clive Finnemore's gone and got a mince pie. Rebecca says, oh my god, why did the food advert have to come during the break? Right, Rebecca says she had veggie bao buns for lunch. I don't know what they are. Super nom nom, she says. Paul Shambrook says hello from Reading. I don't know if that was a cyclist or not though. Freezing in Munich, says Andrea Regina. Jeff Partridge says, been eating crap at my desk all day, no mince pies for me tonight. Rebecca, you are as bad as Kathy. So we're just basically waiting for Eddie to come back and start running again. Usually has about 5 minutes. Chris Beale says, we ran out of mince pies after Christmas. I was completely addicted to them but had to go cold turkey. Lucky had some leftovers from Christmas dinner. Well, we ran out of mince pies a few days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, and Victoria went out and found some on special offer, 25p a box, and bought... How many boxes did you buy? 4 boxes of mince pies, and apparently it looks like I've eaten most of them already. Oh dear. Debbie Colville says, Deering, get me hooked up please, home in 5. So Debbie Colville's going to run on the treadmill when she gets in. We've got Rebecca Wensley. Thank you, Victoria. Oh, so have we not got any mince pies? Oh my god, we haven't got any mince... We've eaten 3 boxes of mince pies in 2 days. I haven't had that many. Have I? Right, have I had that many mince pies? Rebecca is our snack lady. She might be on later, regularly dishing out wine and donuts. I mean, Kathy is our snack lady. Oh yes, real life donuts and biscuits and cake from Kathy the snack lady in a virtual world. Adam usually steals most of the gin. Right, Andrew Cutmore says Sainsbury's 25p for 6. Paul Deering is complaining of having to switch the treadmill on. It's just turn the treadmill on, Paul. It's not hard. Meat man? Ryan Downey wants to be my meat man. What the heck is a meat man? Guy Mieris has joined us. Jeff Partridge has done 4.6k already. There are, like I said, there are quite a few people who've done, who are going to be doing a full half marathon. Right, so apparently we don't have any mince pies. Out of mince pies. I'm having to do with Skittles and peanuts. I know! She just got them. Yeah, exactly. I didn't eat them all. Literally, she got them the other day and they're all gone. The kids are eating them secretly. They say they don't like mince pies. They are secretly eating mince pies and I'm getting the blame. That's what's going on. DIY Tech Repairs. Daniel, yes, Eddie is just taking a break. So on a lot of my screens at the moment I have the Eddie Izzard stream, so we can tell when he's not around. So he is off, just taking a break, and we'll see him coming back shortly. So there's lots of us just hanging around waiting for Eddie. But it gives us a time to go to the loo and grab some food and drink as well. Tomorrow I will be doing a half marathon with Eddie, and then Saturday we'll be doing the full marathon with Eddie. So tomorrow will be marathon number 8, so I'll be doing the half. And Saturday will be marathon number 9, and we're off. Marathon number 9, and we'll be doing the full marathon with Eddie. Right, I think we're moving. Wagons roll. Okay, there we go. There's Eddie, just gone past. The mince pie monster. It must be the mince pie monster. You're right. The mince pie monster is eating them all. Eddie has snacks. Who was that running onto the grass then? Please keep off the grass. You can see it's been neatly mowed. SIS protein bars. Who's got them? Is that Eddie? Has Eddie got protein bars? Furioso on Twitch from Italy. Hi from Italy. Hello, Italy. Hello there. Okay, so apparently my youngest son Ellis, does like mince pies, but claims he hasn't eaten any secretly. But full disclosure that he has eaten some of them. Okay. I see what's going on here. Right, we have 9.5 kilometres left to go. So let's do this. Oh, I've missed that one, haven't I? That says Eddie's stream in the bottom right, but it isn't Eddie's stream at all. It's me. I went through this morning and changed a load of the names and a load of the camera angles, but I've obviously missed that one. Gels are rank, says Rebecca. Rebecca, totally agree with you. Give me a latte and a chocolate bar anytime. Okay, right. Ryan Downey's gonna, when he comes over, Ryan Downey's gonna barbecue for me, so that's what he means by being my meat man. Ryan, you can barbecue for me. I'm quite happy with that. But I'm not happy with you being called my meat man. Really doesn't sound right. I'm just uncomfortable with it. Let's just, forget the phrase meat man. It's not happening. Kim Salt says some people like to run over rocks, but my avatar likes to run through rocks. Yes, that does happen to us a lot of the time. Limited edition vegan chocolate donut. I need a good moniker then. Okay, well just try and think of something better than Meat Man. Ryan Downey wants to be my meat man. Full stop. I am not happy about this name. I hope most people know who Ryan Downey is, because that'll just sound even more weird now. Exactly, Clive. It's just not right. Clive, not drive. Oh, for goodness sake. Rent man. I hope not Rent man. $33 kilometres for Eddie now. He says when he comes over to the UK, he will barbecue for me. That's fine, but not with the name Meat Man. Yeah, hashtag voice to text fail. Just close friends, says Andrew Cutmore. Yeah. Oh, we have fun, don't we? We have fun. Right, there's Eddie's stream. Look in the bottom right of my stream. Underneath me, look down there. There's Eddie's stream down there. I don't know who he's talking to. I think the volume is down. Let me know if Eddie's stream volume is too loud. because if it is, I'll turn it off. Adam, clear it, because this is clear now. Oh dear. Bratwurst, Girth Bratwurst. I like it, chipolata. It's good that we can have fun here, full stop. You're all very special people. Let's give everyone some ride-ons. There we go. Drop a ton of ride-ons for people. Exactly, Adam. That's what I meant. You got it. Andrew Usher seems to have lost everyone. Angela says she's never had a mince pie. I'll have to find a recipe. Yeah, somebody else said that. I think, was it Marcus Holmes said he'd never had a mince pie and was wondering what mince pie was. And we had to explain it isn't savoury mince. It's not beef, ground beef or anything. It's mince pie as in sweet mince. So you need to search up on Google what sweet mince is. But it's now somebody told us the other day exactly what's in a mince pie. There's orange peel, apple, I think. What else is there? It's basically lots of different fruit and raisins. Are raisins in it? Raisins, orange peel, apple. Kind of all mixed together in a gungy mess inside some pastry. So like you've got an apple pie pastry topping and base, and then it's just like a brown gungy mixture. It's sweet mince. Kim Salter says she's always wanted to pet the deer in this segment of the run. Yeah, I agree with you, that'd be nice. It would be nice if you could just turn off and go into the woods. Debbie Culver clearly doesn't like mince pies. What's the matter with the girl? Something wrong there. Currants. What's the difference between a currant and a raisin, Andrew? I think there is a difference, isn't there? Is one dried grapes and one's... maybe they're both dried grapes. I don't know. Karen says, your run on Zwift looks like a Forrest Gump run. Karen, I guess it's because I've got the hat on. I'm freezing cold here. Don't tell me, if it's nice and warm where you are, don't tell me what temperature it is. Because somebody in Australia this morning told me it was 32 degrees where they are. And I was not happy. Sugar and spice, obviously, in a mince pie as well, yes. Right, Eddie is slowly approaching 34 kilometres. Clive, have you emailed to ask if you can be live on Eddie's stream yet? You should do. And I think I need to open the doors in a minute. Do let me know if the stream starts to get a bit fogged up. If my camera starts fogging up, do let me know. Hello Schroeder, Wendy Schroeder from Harlow has done 700 metres with us now. Rebecca Wensley has done 2.7, Guy Mayeras 1.1, and Emily Balshaw is on 13.4. Dan Mapp has joined us. Hi Dan. Welcome Dan and Wendy. And Matt Renshaw. Also Matt and Guy. Oh. Also Matt and Guy. "34 kilometres for Eddie now. 8 to go. 8 kilometres and counting down." Kim Solt says it's 13.9 degrees Celsius. That's quite cold, isn't it? No, hang on a minute. It's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Yes, Celsius is all right. 14 Celsius is fine. I think we must be minus something here. I don't know exactly what temperature it is, but must be minus 1 or 2. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Matthias says Eddie had some problems with Zwift at the beginning. We think about 0.5 kilometres are missing. So what, we think she has done more than that. Jason Darby says -2 here and very misty. It must be -2 here as well. Apparently, Eddie had some problems at the beginning and has actually done more than 34 kilometres. Does anybody know if this is correct? Julie Leonardo says yes, correct. Okay, thank you, Julie. Okay, so his Bluetooth dropped out at lunch. Okay. We think it's about between half and 1 kilometre out. Okay. Okay, thanks for that, guys. Tina Beard says, here we go again. Hello, Tina. Tina, we have another 24 days of this, so don't complain. Welcome along, Tina. Good to have you with us as always. With us as always, I don't know. Debbie says, yeah, apparently had a Bluetooth dropout. Andrew Usher, -2 here with deep snow. Gosh, we haven't had any snow. 4 kilometres done for me. Tip Lady, I think it's David Tip Lady, is at 3. Hello, David. So David Tip Lady has joined us, and Tina Beard has joined us with 8k to go, maybe less than 8k to go. No fogging up at the moment though, camera looks okay, so I'm going to keep the doors closed as long as possible. There's some more ride-ons from me to people I haven't dropped ride-ons to yet. Kato thinks that Eddie did about 3 kilometres without Zwift. Wow.
Ride on!
Craig Taylor, Zwift HQ, thank you for your ride on, my friend. Mitchell, hello, Mitchell's joined us on 0.1 of a kilometre. I don't know Mitchell's first name. Welcome to the party, Mitchell. So when you're doing voice to text, you have to be very clear and precise the way you say things or it gets it wrong. I'm beginning to discover. If you're watching on Twitch, hello. I am broadcasting on YouTube, Facebook and Twitch. So if you want to say hi on Twitch, by all means do. Any good recipes for mince pies are gratefully accepted by Kim Salt, who's going to try them out. Angela, by Angela, who's never tried a mince pie before. So if you've got any good mince pie recipes, please drop them in the chat for Angela. Right, update on heart rate. Looks really good, doesn't it? With the watch turned the wrong way round. Pro heart rate tip from Jeff and Clive. If you're using optical heart rate, turn your watch upside down for a better reading. I don't mean turn your watch upside down, I mean wear it on the underside of your arm. Clive Finnemore has just posted in an entire... I meant on my stream, not on... How are we going to do that? Oh dear. Right. Clive Finnemore's just posted an entire mince pie recipe on the Zwift screen. Did you all manage to write down Clive's mince pie recipe in time? But BBC Good Food Guide, recipes for mince pies. There you go. Kim says, yeah, it would be a good trick to wear it upside down. Jason Darby says, I wish I could keep my heart rate low. Since I did a marathon about 8 weeks ago, my VO2 max and heart rate running slow is shot. Oh no. It should settle down. Laura Mitchell, hello. Welcome back, Laura. Full stop. I mean, who would be as silly as to go the wrong way? See, I didn't say that correctly, did I? Who would be as silly to go the wrong way? Not me, that's for sure. Somebody's getting pizza. Laura Mitchell, story of my life. Going the wrong way. Well, it's the story of my life as well, Laura, to be fair. Kim Saltz looked up mince pie recipes and found a site that says eating mince pie on Christmas is illegal. Right, I'm nearly at 5k. So add that to... Oh, somebody's turned off. Somebody's gone off. Slow down a bit. Time for a bit of coffee. Tina Beard says it's almost warm enough now to take off my duvet. You've got a duvet on. Nice. I am actually fairly warm now, but I fear that any minute my camera is going to steam up. I think Eddie has slowed down. Right, time for a few peanuts. I eat more on these slow runs with Eddie than I do on any other races or runs. It's fun. It's like being on an ultra and stopping regularly at the aid stations and just gorging out on a load of food that you don't really need. I'm eating more on these runs than I do in any races or hard training sessions. Ryan, sausage rolls sometimes. Ryan, I will occasionally eat sausage rolls on a run or ham sandwiches sometimes. How to run and gain weight, yeah. Next level. That's only in long ultra distance races where you stop regularly at aid stations. Slow down a bit more. Jason, yeah, chest strap is really probably the way to go, to be fair. Thierry Macklin says it's aperitif time. See you tomorrow, Thierry. Take care, buddy. Pepperami for me in ultras, says Jeff. However, since the pandemic, full stop. No, not full stop. Since the pandemic, though, we have been trying to be much more vegetarian orientated. Darren, hello Darren. So Darren says good evening Stephen and everyone on Film My Run. He's just got back from his run and Tour de Zwift Stage 1 cycling. We have found mince pies. Victoria has come in and delivered 2 mince pies. Oh, okay. Right, a little touch, yes. Oh, Kim Salt. Right, Kim Salt says that where have all those mince pies gone because Victoria only bought them the other day. Well, we have found them now. They were lost somewhere. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm ahead of the game. Warm mince pies have now been delivered. Buenaventura, it is cold. It's freezing. Okay, everything is all right, full stop. Warm mince pies have been found and delivered to the studio. Jason Darby says, can I have a mince pie? Tina Beard has turned her watch around and it agrees with her chest strap. There you go. How good is that? Buenaventura, what did I miss? What's the plan? You know we're running with Eddie Izzard, yes? So Eddie Izzard, the comedian, we're running the last few kilometres of her marathon today. So we have 6k to go. Eddie Izzard is on 36 kilometres of marathon number 7. And so we are running the last few kilometres with Eddie. Into the last 6 kilometres now with Eddie. Full stop. Keep going, Eddie. We are there right to the end with you now. John Hancock has joined us, so John is going to do 6 or 7k with us as well. Welcome, Zwift legend John Hancock. And Clara Davies is here as well. Where's Clara? Paul Deering 5.4, Andrew Cutmore 2 kilometres, Adam Koffler 16.7, Clara Davies on 2 kilometres as well. John Hancock says good evening, Mr. Film My Run. What? Adam says don't top yourself. Why would he do that? Eddie's really struggling with fatigue, says Paul Deering. Clive Finnemore says hi, Clara. Yeah, hi, Clara. Nice to see you with us. Kathy says a nice crowd round Eddie again today. Kathy, we were talking about you earlier. Rebecca Wensley wanted to know who you were, and I said you were the person who hands out all the food. Yes, John, most of the marathon, to be fair, full stop, although I've missed most of the marathon as well. Oh. Yes, John, full stop, you've missed most of the marathon, full stop, but to be fair, so have I. Right, 6 kilometres done for me, 36 and a half for Eddie. If not more, could be 37 actually. Because we think Eddie actually has done a little bit more than what is on the Zwift screen there. Clara says, I'm here and listening and watching. Hello, Clara, thank you. Nice to have you with us. John Hancock says, good, my cunning plan has worked. We seem to have the same plan, John. Jason Darby, right, off to get changed to go for a run in the cold. Thanks for the motivation. No problem, Jason. Take care. Have a good run. We'll see you later. About 4 minutes ago, down at the bottom of the chat there, Andrew Usher says Polar H10 is what I use with our athletes. Mostly I tend these days to use a chest strap, partly because when I started training more seriously about 6 months ago, trying to improve my speed and endurance, I decided I was going to take more of an interest in heart rate. So I did that, and I did discover, much to my own chagrin, it has to be said, that my wrist heart rate was not as accurate as a chest strap. Certainly on my left wrist. On my right wrist it seems to be better, but on my left wrist it was terrible. So I did invest in a better heart rate strap. So the reason that I didn't use heart rate straps before was because they always used to give me a real chafing on my chest. And to be fair, I haven't done any really long races with a chest strap recently, so it may be exactly the same. But the chest strap that I have does seem to be a lot more comfortable than previous ones I've had. So, I now generally wear a chest strap for heart rate, but we now have this plan of wearing your watch upside down on your wrist, or so the watch face is on the underside of your wrist. And that seems to be working. Look at my heart rate now. Is exactly what I would expect for this kind of run. Peter Barlow says, well done everyone supporting Eddie over the last 7 days. Kudos guys, thank you. John Hancock says, oh I missed it, hang on a second. John Hancock says, if you were running the other way, you would U-turn to see what was going on, wouldn't you? Probably, yeah, you would have thought so, wouldn't you? Because why is there a big group of people? What are they all doing? I guess some people are just lost in their own world. Which is fair enough, full stop. If this software gets you to run more, even on your own, then that's fine. Yeah, that is also true. So Andrew is correct that wrist heart rate does, because it's literally about distance. So your heart is here, isn't it? Your heart is here, just slightly to the left of centre in your chest. A chest strap is literally there, it's right on your heart. So every time your heart beats, the chest strap picks it up. And your wrist, you are now at least 1.5 feet away, maybe almost 1 metre away from your heart. So your heart has got to beat, and then the blood has got to travel down the veins, the arteries in your arm to register on the optical sensor on your watch. That does create a small delay. Now, it's not really, to be fair, it's not really massively noticeable. If you put the plot of a chest strap on top of the plot of a wrist-based heart rate monitor, you can see the difference, but it's only fractionally different. That said, some people like to have absolute accuracy, and if you want absolute accuracy, the chest strap really is the way to go. Yes, David Bannister says, I was having spikes with my chest strap. So the thing about chest straps is they are just as vulnerable to incorrect readings sometimes as wrist-based heart rate. What you will find is often at the beginning of a run that you get a big cardiac drift. Or spikes that you know are not real. And that's an incorrect reading because the pads on the underside of the chest strap have not attached well enough to your skin. So always one of the things to do is to either lick the pads on the back and then attach them, or do a 5-minute little warm-up before you start your actual run, and that will create some sweat which will bind the chest strap to your skin a little bit better, and then you will start your run with a good heart rate reading. So I'm coming up to 7k done now. Eddie Izzard is on 37.3 rather, sorry. Darren, I'd be quite happy to take part in that. Darren is suggesting a Zwift duathlon between Zwift runners, a 20k bike, and then followed by a 5-minute break and then a 10k run soon afterwards. I'd be delighted to do that. Jeff Partridge says static build-up in your tech t-shirt can cause chest strap anomalies too. So I hadn't really heard much about that, but yeah, I'm perfectly willing to accept that. Settles quickly after a discharge of electricity. Okay. Yes. So Andrew says fine. Your wrist based heart rate is fine for steady state runners, but no use for sprints or high intensity interval workouts. Anything that has large, fast swings from slow running to quick running. But wouldn't you say that's just the same with a chest strap? Because that's the problem with heart rate, isn't it? That's the reason that a lot of people are using power now. Because, well, I say a lot of people. That's the reason that some people are using power. Because the heart rate, your heart, it's not the strap or the wrist, but it's the heart itself is slow to respond to changes in pace. Whereas monitoring with power, you get an instant response. What you're measuring with heart rate is your response to the effort you're putting in. What you're measuring with power is your actual input of effort. So measuring power is the input, measuring heart rate is the output. So there is a difference there, granted. Okay, Paul Deering is on 6.7. Debbie Colville is on 2 kilometres. Guy Mieris, 4.8 kilometres. Andrew Usher, 7.1 kilometres in now. Ryan Downey is on 5.8 kilometres. I Swim, I Bike, I Run has just completed their weekly distance goal. Well done to you. John Hancock, 2.2. Tina Beard, 3.5 kilometres. Leslie Ellen. It is Leslie Ellen, not Laurie Ellen, isn't it? That's right. Is on nearly 10 kilometres now. Adam Koffler is on 18.1 kilometres. Clara Davies is on 3.4. Is that at the bottom there? Andrew, what's RR? Is that rest recovery? Or run recovery? What is RR? Sorry. It's probably obvious, but I don't know. Andrew Usher says chest is quicker and can catch RR data. Run recovery? I don't know. You'll have to tell me, Andrew, sorry. Andrew said, Jeff says, speak for yourself. My HR rockets pretty quickly. I think he's talking about intervals. Me saying that your heart rate takes a little while to respond when you do an interval session, for example. Yeah, Jeff says, speak for yourself. Right, slow down a bit because I think just getting a bit ahead. Time for another bit of warm mince pie. Right, apparently Edge is at 37.8 kilometres. Respiratory rate. Okay, thank you. Respiratory rate, Guy. Thank you. Could be. These mince pies are absolutely lovely. You mean heart rate variability? Yeah, okay. Jeff Partridge is on 10.2k. Andrew Usher says he lost a connection. Are we still on YouTube? Has YouTube chat disappeared again? Everyone's on Facebook. Tina Beard is now on 3.9, nearly 4 kilometres. Chris Sussex Geezer is on nearly 17 kilometres. David Tiplady on 3.9 kilometres. Kim Runs on Plants is on 1.2. Hello, Kim. Kim Runs on Plants. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Well, they reckon you can do HRV from your phone, don't they? So you can put your finger on the light at the back of your phone and get HRV. I keep getting ahead or behind Eddie because I'm not concentrating. I need to slow down again. Paul Deering on 7.3 kilometres, Clara Davies 3.9, Debbie Colville 2.6, Eddie Ashford is on 7, nearly 7. 38.3 kilometres for Eddie Izzard now, run number 7 of 31. 31 marathons in 31 days. Alan A, YouTube working for me. Thank you, Alan. I think what happens generally is chat starts on one platform and carries on that platform, and then sometimes chat starts on another platform and it kind of carries on that platform. But if it goes quiet on one platform, it tends to stay quiet on that platform for quite a while. Clinically validated, really? My goodness. Well, fair enough though. I mean, if it was tested and it gave valid, accurate results, then fine. I think sometimes you've just got to choose your way of measuring and kind of stick to it. There are so many different things you could do. You know, like on Zwift, for example, we have 5 heart rate zones on Zwift, and your heart rate zones are divided up based on your max heart rate. But, you know, if you say, for example, you do 80-20 like I do, 80-20 heart rate zones, you've got, was it 7 heart rate zones with an X and a Y zone. And then HRV would be different again. Measuring your zones, setting your zones out based on HRV would be slightly different again. So there are lots of different ways to do these things. And sometimes I guess you just have to stick with one and just, you know, that's it really. Unless one comes along which is clearly better than another. But 5 heart rate zones tends to be the standard and is pretty straightforward, isn't it? It's pretty easy. And, you know, for a run like this, I don't need it. If I can get fairly accurate heart rate, like what I'm seeing on the screen now, I'm perfectly happy with that. For a steady state, like you say, Andrew, a steady state run like this, which is also not that important. You know, this is not a time trial, this is not an interval session, this is not a training session where we are specifically targeting something. Although it's nice to know that I am in zone 1 or zone 2, so we can count this as a low heart rate zone run. The heart rate that I'm getting, the data that I'm getting from my wrist, is perfectly acceptable for me today. However, normally, like I say, I do use a chest strap. Yeah. Andrew says we set zones via metabolic testing in the lab, which, let's face it, isn't that accessible for most people. Yeah. Okay, our HRV is tricky. It needs to be done in the same conditions each time. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. So I'm just keeping an eye on Eddie's distance now, 38.8, so we're approaching 39. Although, like I say, we're not sure if Eddie has actually done a little bit more than that anyway. But in terms of time, yeah, 17:57, so We would normally be expecting to finish around about 6:10, and it is going to be at least 6:15, isn't it? So Eddie is getting slower each day, but we might have 500 or so meters of distance to add on to Eddie's current distance listed on Zwift there, and because we think Eddie might have done a little bit further. Wendy Schroeder says, I use chest HRM, yeah. Approximately 39 kilometres done now for Eddie. So 3 to go, perhaps a little bit less. I'm on 8.5 kilometres, so I'm going to end up probably doing around 11k, something like that. Could be time for another sip of coffee, surely. I think Eddie is keen to try and get this run done, because she doesn't want to wait too long before... she doesn't want to wait. She wants a little bit longer to rest and recover before the stand-up show. And the further and further it goes past 6 o'clock, the less time Eddie has to get changed, feel a bit fresher, and recover from the marathon. Let's put camera angles on for a second. Have a look around and see what things look like. Also going to have a quick drink. Clara, take care. Well done. Thank you. Clara, are you meeting Clive for a drink afterwards? Oh no! My text to chat wasn't quite right there. Clara hit her daily target. Well done, Clara. I wish, she says. Blimey. Zwift long distance runners 5k. Clara, just tell Clive to take a break. He's running too much. Making the rest of us look bad. Right, so we've got the camera angles on now, so we can have a look at how many people we've got running in the group. When we get some overhead shots and some shots from distance, we'll be able to see how many people there are. Sleeping is rest time, says Clive. Clara says she jokes about Clive turning up at runs, and then he does. He needs some kind of intervention. A Salty Kid says, where can we see Eddie's stream? Well, I kind of have it on some of my stream, but if you want to go and see the full proper stream, you just need to go to eddieizard.com or Eddie Izzard's Facebook page or Eddie Izzard's YouTube channel or Eddie Izzard's Twitch channel. So 4 different places you could go and find it. Just type in Eddie Izzard live stream into Google and I'm sure it'll come up. So I've hit 9 kilometres, John Hancock has hit 4 kilometres, Ryan Downey is on 7.7, Jeff Partridge 11.7, well done to Jeff. Ed Wiley is with us, Ed Wiley has done 0.6 kilometres. Welcome Ed Wiley to the party. And John Drummond. No, it couldn't do Drummond. No problem, Salty Kid. I hope it is. It is John Drummond, isn't it? I hope it is. There's our little group. Stay, Eddie, stay. No, yeah, I didn't mean to say clients. I meant it to say Clive. It's just. I'm still getting used to voice to text. Yeah, amusing voice to text fails. Right, Adam Koffler, 20 kilometres now. Well done, Adam. There must be some others as well, nearing 20k now as well. Where's Clive? What's Clive on? And who else was on about 20k? I'm sure there were others. $39.8 now for Eddie. Is anyone up for the full marathon on Saturday? Emily Balshaw is on 19. So Emily Balshaw is going to hit a half marathon as well today. Tina Beard says no. Fair enough. Don't beat about the bush, Tina. Possibly Jeff Partridge. Just say what you mean, Tina. John Hancock says washing my hair, sorry. Maybe, says Adam. Adam's building himself up to a marathon. 40k now for Eddie. 40 kilometres up for Eddie. Wendy Schroeder says she's not sure the treadmill will make it to a full marathon. Only one way to find out, Wendy. well done to everyone who has run a half marathon today. Full stop. I see there are 2 or 3 of you. There's a nice aerial shot of the group. So yeah, Clive Finnimore, Emily Balshaw, Adam Koffler all have done a half marathon, or will have done a half marathon by the end. And Sussex Geezer as well. Chris is going to just about hit a half marathon. Sussex Geezer may have to do a few more meters to get the half. I've still got one more mince pie to eat before the end of the run. Better get that going in a minute. Right, second mince pie. There it is. It's so easy to get set up with Zwift running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod, like the Zwift pod or the Stride, but you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world. Right, me and Andrew Usher are on exactly the same. 10 kilometres each for me and Andrew. And Ashford is on 9.2. I saw somebody else there on nearly on 10 as well. Who was that? Guy Mieres is on 7.7. Paul Deering 9.6, nearly 10. I really need to bring the vacuum cleaner in here. There are far too many crumbs on the floor now. Bit of coffee. So yes, it's Chris, Sussex Geezer, Clive Finnimore, Adam Koffler and Emily Balshaw, who have all done half marathons today. I'm going to try and do the half marathon tomorrow and then the full marathon on Saturday. Might have a rest on Sunday. 41 kilometres now for Eddie. What do we think? Question mark. 1 kilometre to go for Eddie. Something like that, isn't it? 1 kilometre or so.
I think it's 3:30 something, 3:40. It's fast. My 3:56 was my all out, absolutely got nothing else.
0.7 miles. Somebody said. No, it can't. Well, if he's done more than... Yeah, but if he's done more... Oh, for God's sake. If she's done more than what is said on Zwift, then it'll be less than that, won't it? But we'll see. We'll just see where Eddie stops. So we're not far from the end. Yeah, I can see I can see the stream. Eddie is definitely engrossed in conversation. It looks very dark on Eddie's stream today. I haven't noticed how dark it is until today. Is it different from normal, or is it just my stream making it look dark? There's a picture of me on Eddie's stream. That's me in front of the Acropolis, look. On Eddie's stream right now. Just changed. I did send some pictures in because I have been to Athens. So that was a picture of me on Eddie's stream just now in the background. How funny. You'll all have to go back and have a look at that because you're all really interested in a photo of me in the Acropolis. Oh dear. Just catch right up with Eddie now. Finish the run right by Eddie's side. Oh no! Oh, I've gone the wrong. I don't believe it. I'm going to go the wrong way. I don't believe I'm going to go the wrong way. Turn around, Stephen. Turn around, Stephen. Unbelievable. I'm not going to make it to the end with Eddie. I cannot believe I've done that. Right. Speed up. Turn around. So we're going to have a sprint at the end, but Eddie's going to finish before me, isn't he? I did not want that. I did not want a sprint at the end. No, I'm not going to catch them before the end, am I? Normal service has been resumed. Looks like they're finishing. Look at that, I made it with about 200 meters to go. Incredible. Can't believe it. Right, 400 meters for Eddie now. Great fun being with you guys all again today. Full stop. See you all tomorrow. Eddie's nearly finished, 41.9. I made it, Jeff, I made it. And a massive well done to Eddie on marathon number 7. So there's Eddie's stream, and he's just about to finish. She is just about to finish. 42 kilometers done, 200 meters to go. So you can see Eddie running there. Eddie will finish just before, just after us on the stream. So we'll finish on the stream first. We'll finish on the Zwift first, and then we'll finish on the stream second, because Eddie's just a little bit behind on the stream itself. Adam Koffler has hit a daily target today. Well done, Adam. Eddie is just about to finish. 42.1, so when it clicks to 42.2, there we go. Done. Well done, Eddie. Amazing. Great job.
My tickets and my show tonight is going to be 35 minutes at 7 p.m. UK time. Alright, guys.
And Eddie's just going to finish. Eddie usually finishes on 42.19, which is really irritating. There we go. I don't know why it flashes up. Why you get the ticker tape at 42.19 and not 42.2? What is a marathon distance though? Is it only 42.19 something? It may well be actually that a marathon distance. No, because right, a half marathon is 21.09, isn't it? Or 08 something. So actually, yes, no, that is right. Marathon distance is 42.1 something, not 42.2. That is correct, I think, actually. Okay, Time to prepare for an interview in 30 minutes. Is that a job interview? I'm on 11.9. I'm going to have to go to 12, aren't I? Let's walk it out to 12. Clive Finnemore, see you tomorrow. Ward Verlinden, best wishes to you, Stephen. Thank you, Ward. That's very kind of you. I guess I could shower. So Adam has a job interview in half an hour. What a nut job. And he's just run a half marathon with Eddie Izzard. Right, I'm just going to walk until it ticks over to until it ticks over to 12. Jeff Partridge, see you tomorrow. It would be rude not to get to 12, wouldn't it? Just for the day. So Eddie has finished. Eddie's stream has finished. Eddie is going to get changed and get ready to do her stand-up comedy show. Ellen, well done to you. Louisa Ellen. Leslie Ellen, by the way. Sorry. And there we are, 12k done. So 2 mince pies eaten, 1 latte drunk, a few peanuts and a few Skittles, and we are finished for the day. So we're off. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be only on once tomorrow. Unless Victoria decides she wants to stream. Yeah, unless Victoria decides she wants to stream her... Oh, that's tonight. Is she doing it tonight? Victoria is doing Tour de Zwift Stage 1 at some point, either tonight or tomorrow. So we need to know if she's streaming that or not. But we're probably only going to be on once tomorrow to do the half marathon with Eddie Izzard from 3 p.m. tomorrow. 3 till 6 tomorrow. 3 hours of running with Eddie Izzard live on the Zwift Run Live channel. And the Facebook page, the Film My Run Facebook page. So we'll see you there. Also, we are streaming live on the Film My Run webpage, website, filmmyrun.com. There is a live tab there you can click on and watch from the website if you'd like. Neil Perry says it was a good bunch today. Yep. So I'm off. I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Eddie Izzard's live stream, by the way, is available to watch after the event. You can go back, and if there's any bits that you want to re-watch, but you can just scroll back through Eddie's stream and watch those as well. If there were any interviews that you saw were happening while you were running and you couldn't pay attention to them, you can always go back and watch those on Eddie's stream. So, right, I'm off. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for the chat. As always, take care. See you tomorrow.